All right, let's take a closer look at the panels section now. Over on the right side of the page, there's a series of panels that have shown up by default: swatches, colors, stroke, links, layers, and pages, which they've called the Essentials workspace group. If you pull this down, you can see several different sets of panels that they have pre-grouped for you. These are designed for specific tasks. All of these panels come from the Windows menu. So on this window menu are all of the different panels that you can pull out. And it's very useful to have the set of panels open that you most often need. Over time, I've discovered a set that I really like, and I've saved them as my panels. So here they are. I like to have pages, layers, and links at the top because those deal with the whole document. Then I have textual palettes: character, paragraph, text wrap, and paragraph styles. I find these the most useful ones, and I usually go into each one of them and turn on the options. So you can see these are set on right now because they've got the option to hide them. When you add them to your panel, they may not be as large as mine because I've turned on all the options on mine. And then I have ones related to color: the stroke, how big the line around an item is, the actual color in detail, the swatches, which is what I most often use, and then specific effects so that I can adjust the opacity of individual swatches or individual items. And then down at the bottom, I have some palettes for assigning and tracking changes in documents. Once we start getting into a real workflow with the stories, these may become useful for you as well. This may take up a large amount of your screen depending on how you've got it set. It may be minimized over on the very side with just icons, and when you click the icons, it will pop out and give you all of the details for that particular set of palettes. You can see these three are grouped together, and then there's a line, and that is because I've got these three in the same pop-out. If I choose the character pop-out, you can see these four are these four tabs, and that's how it's grouped vertically with the icon view. And there's a third view. If you drag that icon view out a little bit, you can see the names as well as the icons, or you can drag it back, as I have, simply to save space. This view is the most compact while still giving me full access to all of the panels I really like. However, I prefer it to be fully out. Working on a desktop, I'd like to just be able to move over to the right, make the adjustment I want, and then move back to my document. I don't want to have to fiddle with opening and adjusting all of the palettes all of the time on the right. That's the way it works best for me. You should choose how it works best for you and explore the different options to see what fits your work style. There's a couple of other things I'd like to point out about the panels. They do, as you probably saw earlier, automatically adjust in size as you move through. If you go to the couple of pixels between the panels, you can drag up and down to give yourself more space on a lower panel. That's very helpful at times. And these can also be turned into floating panels by dragging them out. If you would like that one to be out all the time, while the others are all minimized, you can just drag it out and use it. And then if you want to drag it back, you can drag it back and drop it on the palette. You can see the blue line is showing me where that one's going to show up, in which section and at what spot. So I'm going to drop it back into my palette, re-maximize my palette. Finally, once you've found the set of palettes that you like, as I have, you should definitely save that set so that you can use it again whenever you need by going up to Workspaces and choosing to make a new workspace. And this will allow you to give it a name and capture how you have set everything up so that you can quickly and easily switch to it when you want to set your workspace back up so things are where you expect them to be while you're working.